This is going to be the quick version. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just an examination of mathematical principles. At any time, you can hit pause to read the slide. The optimal age to start retiring is 25 years old. The article continues to say 25-year-old saves $100 a week will have $1.1 million at the end of your 65, 7% return. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just an examination of mathematical principles. So here's the calculator, online calculator. Shows that, yes, it'll be 1,018,000. I'm going to use the same assumption expert used. I'm going to make one habit change. The average S&P 500 return is 11.13% over the last 50 years. After you take out inflation and reinvesting dividends, it's 7%. Here's some more data from the same source. Here's NerdWallet. 10% might be average. The returns are always going to be above or below. In fact, the average band, 8 to 12%, only happens 7 times. But the market has gone up 70% of the time. Here's another source that says the average return in the S&P 500 at any 30-year period is 10%. We're going to make the assumption. Let's start with a 35-year-old going to 65. So we're going to take out inflation on the calculator of 3% over a 30-year period. So 10 minus 3 is 7%. Here it is. The calculator says if you get a 7% return, it's 481,000 buying power. So whatever you can buy for $481,000 now, you can buy for $481,000 then. So that's certainly not $1 million. This person was 35, 65. We're going to increase each year. You're going to contribute 3% more. You make a raise, you can afford to contribute a little bit more. So you get a 3% raise on $100. You're going to put in 103. But you make $600 in a week. So you're going to pocket 15. You're going to put 3 into the savings. That hits the $1.1 million after inflation. Might be a little too expensive. You can't afford $100 a week. So we got to pull your age back to 30 and contribute $52 a week. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just an example of mathematical principles. $52 a week is still a lot of money. So let's start at 25. $29 a week. Still hits the $1 million target as long as everything stays at 7%, which is the S&P average return. $29 a week is a little less than 6% of your take-home pay. We'll pull you back to 20. Then you have $1.5 million of today's money after inflation. Before inflation, it'll read almost 4 million. After inflation, 1.5 million. So this is what the account will read. That's what the buying power reads. Let's get rid of these percentages and try something that you can understand. Easy starts, put aside $1 for every hour you work. How? There are a lot of ways. One student has a girlfriend, save the money. You can be accountable for the ones that you love. Set up an IRA with your bank. Transfer the money at the end of the week. Bank usually won't have at the end of the day, but online banks can have it at the end of the day. There's a limit to that. Setting up a 401k, but only 60% of people working have a 401k. You can have your employer transfer the $40. I'm not endorsing any cell phone app, but Cash App and Robinhood also do that. Every morning, you can buy a specific dollar amount. There is a link. Best time to start is your 18th birthday. Second best time is today. I'm not a financial advisor. Next slides are the URLs that says exactly what I've been saying, some of the experts. You can hit pause, do a screenshot, type those in. I hope that all your dreams come true. Your future self will thank you.